How do you make an impact on someone? You either lead by good examples or you scare the crap out of them by doing it so bad. Let's talk about the latter. The latter. Why does it still sound like the latter? Hi, welcome to episode number 5 of Vloggary, and for today's topic, my original intention was to do a step-by-step tutorial on how to cut your own hair, but I messed up, so I stopped filming and I thought that I should change the topic of my video. For your information, this wasn't the first time I cut my own hair. I've been doing it for over a year now, but I still screw up every now and then. I think that there are things to learn from my mistakes, so I changed the name of the video to How Not to Cut Your Own Hair. So here are the things you should do if you want to screw your hair up. So now, I know what many of you would say, Harry, that doesn't look too bad. Well, personally, I think it looked really bad. And second of all, yeah, it kinda got better after I washed it, which proves my point that your hair is in its best state when you washed it. This is so important. Don't be lazy. Make sure that your hair is clean and smooth and everything falls perfectly before you wash it. It will give you a much easier time, especially if you have greasy hair like me. If you don't do that, you're gonna have a hard time cutting your hair. Trust me on this one. I know, because that happened to me today. So just wash your hair before and after you cut your hair. Another way you can screw your hair up is by switching from a really high guard down to a really small guard. This is easily one of the best way you can possibly mess up your hair. I was really impetuous. My hair was growing over my ears and kind of covered, so I just want to get rid of it immediately. After using the largest guard, number 8, I moved down immediately down to number 2 and kind of just trying to get rid of the edge around my ears. It screwed up because the hair around it was so disproportional compared to the hair above it, which forced me to kind of use a lower guard on everything else. So now my hair is really short. My point is that you want to consistently and slowly move down to a smaller guard until you're satisfied with the length of your hair. You can always cut more, but you cannot uncut what you've cut, so just be patient and slowly move down the guards. Another easy way that you can possibly mess up your hair is not using a mirror to look at the back of your hair or the sides. So you have one mirror, a big mirror in front of you. Always make sure that whenever you're cutting the back or the sides, you gotta use a handheld mirror so it kind of reflects back and you can see what you're doing with the sides and the back. Especially if you're going for a fade style, it is very important that you make sure that all the cut are consistent and even. I remember a few months ago, I was going for, I would say, a shorter hair style on the sides, and I did not use the mirror. The results, I thought that I was being confident because I thought that I knew what I was doing. I would go up, I was shaved up, and I would just do the same thing over and over around my head. But the problem was that I ended at different lengths all around my head, so it kind of created that bumpy texture. Always be careful and use a mirror whenever you cut your side or the back. It's so easy in today's society to go for the trendiest style or the latest hairstyle and not considering whether it fits your head or not. Social media has a lot of effect on people, and one of the ways that it makes you want to go for the coolest thing that you consider to be cool, but there are a lot of factors that you have to consider whether it's the right thing for you. Like your hair density, your hair texture, the thickness of your hair, or maybe just your head shape. Do not go for the trendy style, but rather consider whether it fits you or not. Everyone's hair is different, and it takes experimentation. Personally, I have 2 whirls on my head, and if you don't know what that means, basically I have 2 center on my head, and it can go very, very annoying. Every time I wake up in the morning, I would have this kind of mohawk thing because those 2 whirls kind of fight each other, and they create this bump in the middle of the head. So how do I fix it? If you have two whirls, then the way I would recommend is that try to make your hair grow longer so that you can swipe everything to one side and make sure that one side is dominant over the other one. Another problem that I personally have is I have low hair density on the sides. How is this annoying? Basically, if I cut too short, then I basically look like I'm bald, kind of like this. And if I don't cut it at all, then it just looks crazy, and it's not the style I want to go for. There's a thin area between overdoing and underdoing when it comes to the side of my hair. Another way you can possibly mess up your hair is not being patient. This is the last one, and I think it sums up everything perfectly. It's the root of all evil, and the desire to get it done. It makes you impetuous and make you want to skip every single step that would give you the perfect hairstyle. It's kind of ironic that I'm talking about this even though I messed up myself. I'm telling you guys so you don't make the same mistake I did. Be patient, because if you messed up, it's gonna be more frustrating, and then you try to fix it and everything just go crazy. Take some time, sit down, and really spend some quality time just looking at your hair, thinking about the direction you want to take, and just go for that direction slowly. I think that's all I have to say for this video. I'm not professional in this, I'm self-taught. Everything I learned are pretty much stuff you can find online. I think what I said are pretty much everywhere online. I just thought that it's a good idea to give my perspective on the things I did wrong and what I could do to make my hair better, and maybe you could use those information to adapt to your own personal hairstyle. So yeah, that's all I have to say. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share, do all those good things, and looking forward to the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Bye!